Sure. Yep. It's so much fun to have you be a part of this.
It's fun to be here.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the KR Daily Transmission. Today we have Nia Whitehorse here with us. And I know we're not at our usual time, so if you're just catching this on the replay, we're so happy to be here with you. If you're joining us live on the chat, hi, welcome. We just got back from the gym and you're getting us like filter free in every possible way. We had a great workout and we're about to start our jewelry mastermind. And we've been going really deep over the past 2 days. And yeah, it's been really, it's been really fun to be including you on YouTube Live here with what we've been doing as we've been sharing a little bit more about the Ankh and some of our process that I've been experiencing. But we decided this morning, like, let's bring it right to you live and direct for today's YouTube Live. Welcome to everyone joining live right now. And because this is special, I don't get to be in person with Nia very often. So thank you for joining me and welcoming Nia to the KR Daily Transmission. Feel free to say hello in the chat. And so today we're going to just momentarily pause on that conversation about life on the other side of reality as we integrate just how like fiery yesterday's transmission was and how intense this topic has been. And we're going to focus on a discussion about the Ankh of initiation, which we just released on the website. And because I've mentioned throughout the past week that the Ankh is a sacred symbol that keeps us focused upon the truth of our eternal life as souls traveling across the cosmos. And so we're going to talk more about this symbol, why this particular Ankh is so special. And thanks for joining us live. And we're just going to get right into it now. So hi, Nia. Hi, Kaia. Thanks for being here with me today.
Thanks for inviting me to be here with you.
Aww.
It's an honor.
So what would you like to talk about with this new Ankh that we just released on the website?
Well, it's been a long time coming and I'm really excited that it's finally here. It's like the birthing process takes a long time, a lot longer than you might imagine it would take.
True.
But they are finally here. And I just wanted to talk about, because we do have the other Ankhs of life with the lightning veil. And this particular one with the gemstone has the white cobra skin veil. And I just wondered if you could talk about the significance and symbolism and meaning behind that.
Yes. Well, when I designed this veil to be the white cobra scale veil, it was because of the memories that I had from our time in ancient Egypt, where in the temples of initiation, we would have white cobras, like actual white cobras, and those white cobras would start to levitate when initiates in the temple were going through physical experiences of spiritual awakening or even full-blown like levels of embodied enlightenment.
Wow.
So
no big deal.
No big deal. And you'll see that in Egyptian art where in some temples, there's actually like cobras that are levitating off the ground, standing almost like a staff straight up. And I remember when I first started to see those statues, I thought to myself, why is there such a deep resonance there for me? And it was because it was triggering past life memories of being in ancient Egypt and witnessing this phenomenon actually happen in the physical world in these ancient mystery schools. So for me, it's an honoring that our mystery school, our modern mystery school, is offering that same level of initiation, of full body awakening, and that we have these very powerful Seraphim, the Sophia dragons, that are guiding that process, just as the white cobras guided the process for us in ancient Egypt.
So that ties in really nicely, actually, to the other accent on the side of the pieces with the dragon scales.
Yes.
The Sophia dragon scales.
Yes,
a little bit about that powerful combo.
Yes, these beautiful, I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but there's these beautiful hand carved dragon scales. And there's the white cobra bell. Yeah. So yes, Neo is asking about the dragon scales. And to me, there's multi-layers with this symbol on the side of the Ankh. So for me, the Ankh is one of the most powerful symbols of initiation, of spiritual awakening, because it's awakening us to the truth of our eternal life.
Yeah.
Which means that our growth is endless.
Yeah.
And our journey is forever. So there's really nowhere to get to. Hello, just being present in the present moment. And in this particular lifetime, that technology that we read about in chapter 13 of the Sophia Code, the golden dragon light body, is technology that we did activate in ancient Egypt, in Atlantis, in Lemuria, in Shambhala. The golden dragon light body is a spiritual technology that is always connected to the rise of a golden age of spiritual awakening. And so there's for me, there's a natural progression when you're going from the snake totem, which is classically associated with Kundalini awakening. Yeah. And physical embodiment of enlightened consciousness. In the Sophia Code, we're taking that classical identification of the serpent energy all the way up into the awakened Seraphim angelic dragon consciousness. Wow. So we move with the white cobra into the mastery of the golden dragon. Not to mention, like, these golden dragon scales are activating our consciousness to consciously choose the spiritual technology of our body every day. And the jewelry has been encoded to support your remembrance, to strengthen your golden dragon light body through prayer, meditation, your mentorship with the ascended masters. And that it's a daily reminder that, like, the spiritual technology of our soul does interface with our human body. Yeah, I really feel that. And I mean, since we've these Ankhs have been released, I wear mine all the time. And I was just thinking about when I do my morning prayer and my meditation and invoke my circle of empowerment with the divine feminine ascended master mentors, I also call in my higher self, and I reinforce my golden dragon light body. And throughout the day, this is a touchstone that, there can be all my human feelings, but I have that to as my, I don't know, it's like my backup guide that helps me stay true to the path and be present in the present moment, as you're saying. Yes. And it just, I don't know, it's a powerful reminder, and just being able to feel the texture of it. The texture of the dragon scales. Yeah. I know, it feels so good. It does. It does feel so good. And it's really amazing to me how it works on our consciousness as we wear it, but can be very tactile as well. Yes. Yeah. And that tactile, I have found as a survivor of, recovering from trauma, it's texture that really helps me ground. Yeah. So feeling the dragon scales actually helps me ground, not just into the spiritual technology, but back into my human body, which, when you're being initiated into high levels of spiritual consciousness, you need that. Yeah, it's so important, because it's so easy to want to fly out of our bodies. Yes. But ascension happens in the body. Yeah. How you feeling? How y'all doing out there in this conversation? Are you enjoying what we're sharing? Feel free to offer your thoughts and reflections, and we'll be checking back and forth in the chat to just take your questions live. So you also asked about, because you're wearing the lightning bell. I am wearing the lightning bell. So in the Ankh of Life, So for those of you who are new to jewelry terminology, the bail is the part of the jewel where the necklace loops through. And so in Nia's piece, we have the Ankh of life, where the bail is actually shaped like a lightning bolt. And this bail, which I just shared about, is shaped in those cobra scales. Oh, I'm so glad that you're enjoying this conversation. Thanks for sharing in the chat. It makes me feel, I want to make sure you feel connected to us. So the lightning bolt, I highly recommend wearing the lightning bolt when you are calling in that next level of personal empowerment, breaking through to that next chapter of your journey, breaking through old behaviors, addictions, codependencies into your sovereignty, like learning how to ground the consciousness of your higher self and integrate it within your human awareness. It keeps you in the memory of like, oh, yes, spiritual awakening with the Sophia Code teachings is a lightning medicine. It's actual lightning medicine. And with this bail, you could almost think of, they're both very advanced designs, but when we're working with the white cobra bail, you're not so much in the almost like shock of what happens with the spiritual awakening process. You're in an integrated place.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm ready to birth and shed more and create more and own my power even more, to the point of those levitating white cobras.
Yeah. You're like in the self-mastery phase.
Yeah. You're like, I'm owning this.
Yeah.
Game on. There's no need for a lightning bolt. I've become the lightning bolt.
Yeah.
And with that said, like with every step of integration, there's going to be new rounds of lightning.
Yeah.
So it's nice where what happens with the jewelry is like, you'll notice depending on what piece you keep putting on or rotating between the pendants, the wristlets, the bangles, you'll notice that it's a conversation you're having with your own consciousness, with your own higher self.
Yeah.
About like, where are you at today in your spiritual journey?
It really is. And some days I'm like, think I want to wear one pendant, but I feel my higher self telling me like, that's not the one today, even though it might look cute with your outfit. You actually need white buffalo woman, not Mary Magdalene.
Yes.
So,
and then I personally for myself, like something happens throughout that day, and you're like, oh, that's why I chose that pendant for today.
definitely.
Which is such a beautiful way to like track the progress of how you are tuning in and aligning with your intuition.
Definitely. It's a cool way to practice. And like what we talked about in your last event in Sedona, and having those connections with the four clairs.
Yes.
And it's a way to practice.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Listening to like, which jewelry piece do I wear today?
Yeah.
And how is it revealing to me which key code mentor I need to lean into for guidance today?
Yeah. It's just like a little nugget from the everyday life, and a way for you to integrate your spiritual path in every little moment of every choice and decision in your life. Mm-hmm. So I love that.
Me too. Yeah, did you want to ask it? Was there any other things you wanted to talk about?
Yeah, I wanted to ask you about the name of this pendant.
The name. It's always such a big decision for us to come up with the names.
It really is.
The first name that came to me, and no matter how much I played with other names after the first name, it always came back to this name of the Ankh of initiation.
Yeah.
And I believe that name is, the word initiation is such a part of our cosmology.
Yeah.
And for those of you who are new to the Sophia Code movement, the word initiation, we use that where we are being initiated into our direct mentorship with the Ascended Masters, how we're being initiated by our own higher self. And of course, how we are constantly being initiated into the unconditional, divine, loving presence of God, Sophia, Divine Mother, Divine Father. And we are a modern mystery school. And mystery schools in ancient times had a process of initiation where master teachers could track the progress of students across a timeline of exercises, activities, a commitment to training, where they could identify where a student's consciousness had integrated at a certain level of awakening and then would expand into a new state of expansion. I guess expand into their next level of embodiment, expand into their next level of embodiment. And so initiation is a really important word for us.
Yeah, it really is.
As a culture, we understand, and through that languaging, that we're talking about how much has someone committed to their expansion, how much is someone committed to their healing journey, how much are they embodying the truth of who they really are. Like, those are levels of initiation that people either step into and own or run from.
Yeah, sometimes they're not easy.
No, very often they're not, because they bring up a lot of our stuff
that
needs to be like healed and processed and released. And so I feel as though the Ankh of initiation is here to support us in our full body yes.
Yeah.
That all of life is an initiation. Every present moment is an initiation. And depending on how willing we are to show up to that in full presence with all of our feelings about it, the more we come into alignment with grace, greater ease, greater resources, greater connection with our source.
Yeah.
And so this Ankh of initiation is here to help us stay true to our path, to embody our higher self, and to own that awakening is a get to, even when it feels like it doesn't feel like it's a get to, but it really is a get to.
It is a get to. And what I love about that is, and we've been talking about a lot recently, is like, even the challenges, they can present such a huge gift if you're willing to walk the path, face it, and then reflect on it and mine the, golden nugget or diamond of wisdom that arises from that only can arise from that. So it's actually such a treasure in those moments if we stick to the path of initiation.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's no way around the path of initiation.
No.
we can spin circles chasing our tails, trying to get out of our initiations. But that's what this pendant, I believe that's why the name of this pendant came forward, is to help us stay true to our path of awakening.
Yay. Thank you so much for sharing all of that about these beautiful new Ankhs. I'm really excited that we now have them on the website for people to see and explore and see if it's right for them.
Yeah. And today I have, this one has a beautiful sapphire in it. We've also implemented precious stones into the Ankh of initiation. The one I'm wearing has an amethyst in it. These are gold vermeil, which means that they're sterling silver with 5 micron deep gold plating of 24 karat gold. They're absolutely exceptional. And they're also available in sterling silver on my website at kaia.com. So I'm just going to quickly check the chat and see if there's any questions.
Okay.
Let's see if there's any questions. We have some beautiful comments coming in from the chat. Oh, Bita is sharing, I do really feel the power of that collection. Since for some time I've been wearing the Ankh of Life and feeling its power. Thanks for sharing, Bita. Let's see, we've got, oh my goodness, so many comments. Hi, James. James is saying, great to be live here, and he's really enjoying this conversation. Dragon's Guardian Crystal Hearts. What a name. Ooh. And sharing. I like the lightning and the stones too. Tamara Lee is sharing, is the size that you're holding, is it small or large? I love this. One of these will be my first jewelry pieces. Hi, Tamara. So great to see you live here with us. So the one that I'm holding is the small, and you can see the size difference as I put them next to each other on my chest. I'll just come a little closer. And what's really nice is that the small has a lot of power in it. It's not any less powerful than the big one.
Oh yeah. It's like covert operation. Small but mighty.
Small but mighty.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so, depending on your outfit, you might be feeling more of a small, daintier look. And the large one, even though I feel like it is rather large, it doesn't feel that way when you wear it. It feels like it's just the right size. It's such a power piece. It's such a powerful statement. And it's so elegant that it just integrates as though, I don't know, it's hard to explain. Have you noticed that with the larger ones?
Yeah. And what I love about both is they both have a nice weight. So you really,
yes,
you feel it on you, not too much, just enough.
Just the right amount.
Just the right amount to keep bringing your consciousness back to what it's.
And that's something that we've really focused on throughout all of the jewelry creation process is weight.
Yeah.
Both like the luxury of having just enough weight to it, but not too much where you're like, feel like it's too much to wear on your body and around your neck.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a delicate, sweet spot they have to find. I think, I feel like we've really done a good job of finding that.
I do too.
Yeah.
Celebrate all the wins. Thanks everyone for joining us live today. We've got to get back to our jewelry mastermind. We love you so much. It's been so much fun taking your questions and reading your comments and just being here with you this morning. Yeah, we love you so much, and we'll see y'all here tomorrow for the KR Daily Transmission.